In this scenario, Marcus is our belayer. He's tied into the end of the rope with a figure 8. He then cloves into the anchor for extra protection. He puts our climber Jean on belay. Jean starts to climb but takes a fall. Marcus communicates with him, finds out Jean is hurt badly and that he will have to go for help. The first step is to go hands-free. Marcus uses a device slip half hitch over the belay device, making sure to not remove his hand from the brake strand. Once the half hitch is in place, he will back this up using an overhand knot. A backup knot should be stacked right on top with minimal space. Here's another look at it from Marcus's viewpoint. A non-locker ensures the knot is secure and cannot come undone. Now Marcus is hands-free and can start transferring the load. He starts by placing a friction hitch on the loaded strand of the rope. He finds the clove hitch on the anchor and will use that slack end to make a figure 8 on a bight. Using a locking carabiner, Marcus attaches the figure 8 to the friction hitch. He then slides the friction hitch up the loaded strand in order to remove slack and take the load. Next, Marcus can untie the overhand and device half hitch. Notice the brake hand is always engaged during this step as to not suddenly shock load Jean onto the figure 8. He communicates this step to Jean so he's aware that there might be a slight drop. Marcus uses the brake strand of the rope to then tie another figure 8 on a bight and connects it to a different attachment point of the anchor with a locking carabiner. This is a backup in case the friction hitch fails. At this point, Marcus removes the belay device and unties from the system entirely. Lastly, he takes that rope and attaches it back to the loaded strand using another figure 8 on a bight. This protects the tail of the rope from slipping through the clove. He can then go for help.